So, good afternoon. Third year BA, semester 5, multimedia systems. There are two papers, web technologies and multimedia systems. Web technologies is almost cleared, completed, and multimedia systems we may discuss important concepts. So, what is multimedia? A multimedia system is a system capable of processing multimedia data and applications. A multimedia system is characterized by the processing, storage, generation, manipulation, and rendition of multimedia information. So, multimedia system is nothing but it is to process multimedia data and applications. Multimedia data means like audio, video, animations, like that, and applications means softwares. A multimedia system is characterized by the processing, storage, generation, and manipulation and multimedia data, like that. So, what are the characteristics of the multimedia system? A multimedia system has four basic characteristics. A multimedia systems must be computer controlled. Multimedia systems are integrated. The information they handle must be represented digitally. The interface to the final presentation of media is usually interactive. So, what are the main characteristics of multimedia? All are computer related and computer controlled components. Multimedia systems are integrated. Integrated means audio, video connecting to the system itself, means audio, video, and animations, graphics, high speed graphics, internet, and everything. Information they handle must be represented digitally, means all the data or information is in the form of digital only. Digital means electronic or computer data or information. The interface to the final presentation of media is usually interactive. Interactive means attractive. So, mainly the user interface of the final presentation should be developed in the way that it should be interactive manner. Next is, what are the challenges of multimedia systems? So, distributed networks, temporal relationship between data, render different data at the same time, continuously sequencing within the media, playing frames in correct order or time frame in video. Example, synchronization, intermedia scheduling, example, video and audio conversions. So, generally these multimedia systems are run on distributed networks. Temporal relationship between data and reference. So, next, playing frames. What is a frame? Frame is nothing but it is a window or contains some media or information. Contains some media or information. So, generally frames are used to play in continuous manner, in fast manner, in a multimedia presentation, in correct order or time frame in video. Similarly, intermedia scheduling, that is the synchronization of video and audio conversation, means the video and audio data or information should be matched with each other. So, what are the key issues of the system? The key issues of multimedia system need to deal with here are how to represent and store temporary information, how to strictly maintain the temporary relationships on play, and back retrieval. What process are involved in the above? Data has to be represented digitally, conversion, sampling, etc. Large data requirements, bandwidth, storage, data compression is usually mandatory. So, what are the important issues? Means key requirements or issues in the multimedia system are bandwidth. Bandwidth means high speed networks, high speed internet. Storage, large amount of storage and memory, also storage, primary storage as well as primary memory and secondary memory also required. Data compression means various types of data compression tools are used, like file compressions, video compression, audio compressions, joiners, splitters like that, video tools, audio tools like that. Next is desirable features for a multimedia. Given the above challenges, the following feature are desirable: very high processing power needed to deal with large data processing and real-time delivery of media. So, what are the main important features? What are the main important requirements of multimedia systems? Uh, So very high processing power system, or very high processing means high speed processing processors are required. Very high speed processors are required and needed to deal with large data, means generally multimedia systems require very high speed systems, high speed processing and high speed large data or information or storage capacity is required, and a real time processing and a real time delivery of media, means on time media and real time media, live media, like that. So desirable features of multimedia: special hardware and software needed, means for all multimedia systems we may use a specially designed hardware and software applications like flash and animation studios, like that. Hardware is also specially designed hardware is also required. Data representations: file formats that support multimedia should be easy to handle yet allow for compression or decompression in real world. So there are many number of file formats are used for audio, video and animations, pictures, graphics, multimedia, like that are required. And efficient and high speed input output. So input and output to the file subsystem needs to be efficient and fast, needs to allow for real time recording as well as payback of data. So high speed input output devices and high speed input output systems are also required, means high speed capturing, video capturing devices, audio capturing devices, recording devices. Similarly, graphics high speed network cards, graphics high speed graphic isolation devices and cards are also required to play the multimedia systems. Next is special operating system to allow access to file system and process data efficiently and quickly. Storage and memory, large storage units, network support, client server systems, software tools, user friendly tools needed to handle media, design and develop applications to deliver media. So special operating systems are also used and developed for multimedia to similarly storage and memory, large storage units and memory, high speed memories are also required to process or to use multimedia devices, systems and softwares. Network support, client server systems, software tools, user friendly tools needed to handle media design and develop applications. So for using multimedia systems efficiently we may require high speed network, means high speed bandwidth networks, client server connectivity systems, software tools like multimedia tools and multimedia softwares, audio tools, video tools, compression tools, graphics, animation tools are required. They may also contain some designing and development applications. Applications of development tools and development softwares and design tools are also required to deliver the multimedia applications. So, components of multimedia system. What are the different components of multimedia system? Now, let us consider the components, hardware and software requirements for multimedia. So, capturing devices, storage devices and communication devices. So, generally in multimedia systems we may use three types of devices are used. First one is so we may require special hardware and software tools, and special hardware and software systems are also required. So basically there are three types of devices are required. High speed, all these are high speed, high capacity devices, high processing devices, capturing devices, storage devices and communication devices. Capturing devices is recording, audio recording, video cameras, video recorders, microphones, audio microphone, keyboards, mice, graphic tablets, like that. All these are used to capture some data like audio, video, graphic recordings, and motion pictures and motion videos, like that, and animations, like that. Storage devices, hard disks, CD-ROMs and DVD-ROMs. Why? Because generally multimedia systems have required very large amount of storage. They occupy a very large amount of data or information. We may require very high speed memories also required, like high speed internal memories, as well as high capacity storage devices like hard disks, CD-ROMs, DVD-ROMs. Special storage devices are also required. Communication networks, local networks, internets and intranet multimedia and other high speed networks also. So we also require very high speed networks like local networks, LANs, internets, multimedia and Wi-Fi based or wireless based networks, internet, and with very high speed or high bandwidth capacity. So what are components? Means computer systems, multimedia desktop machines, workstations, display devices, quality speakers, HD TV, monitors, color printers also required. Means specially designed multimedia desktop machines are used. They are very costly and high speed and high capacity. Workstations are also required. Similarly, display devices. Display devices means very high speed or very high quality graphics, graphic cards, and devices like gaming devices like similarly high resolution videos and high resolution monitors are also required. Similarly, high quality speakers, sound systems are also required. HDTVs, HDTV means high density TVs, monitors, color printers, all are required for proper running of multimedia systems. So a brief look of at multimedia input output. So what are the basic input and output formats? What are the basic input output formats used in multimedia? So what are multimedia input and input outputs and formats? What are multimedia input output and formats? So text and static data. So sources, keyboard, speech input and optical character recognition, data stored on disk, stored and input character by character. So generally basic or simple text is entered or used by keyboards, and audio generally is recorded by speech inputs and optical character recognizers, and generally all the data or information is stored on disks. Text and static data. Storage of text is 1 byte per character or more bytes for Unicode. For other formats of data, example spreadsheet files may store format as text for with formatting. Others may use binary encoding, format raw text or formatted text, example HTML, RTF and others. So what are the different types of text formats? What are the different types of text formats used in multimedia? So generally text means a single character. It occupies 1 byte per character, and for the same time if you use Unicode it may occupy more than 1 byte. For other forms of data, example spreadsheet files may store format as a text with formatting. Others may use binary encoding format. Generally, the data is stored in binary encoding format and format raw text or formatted text. Example, generally in HTML and RTF. RTF means it is also one type of Word file or rich text format file or Word MS Word program like that. We may use raw text or formatted text. All these are different types of text modes. A brief look at multimedia data input. So graphics format means constructed by the composition of primitive objects such as lines, polygons, circles, graphs and arcs. Input graphics are usually generated by a graphics editor program. Illustration graphics are usually editable. So what are how graphics are generated or built means generally all graphics are motion pictures are built by lines, polygons, circles, curves like that, and all graphics are generated by using some graphic editors. Graphic editor means illustrators. Graphics are usually editable means changeable. So graphic input devices are like keyboard for text and cursor control, mouse, trackball or graphic tablets. Graphic standards means OpenGL, VHAGS, GKS. Graphics files usually store the primitive assembly, do not take up a very high storage overhead. So images, still pictures which uncompressed are represented as a bitmap, BMP grid of pixels. Input, digitally scanned photographs or pictures are direct from a digital camera. Input means maybe also be generated by programs similar to graphics and animation. So there are different types of what are the images, how they capture means still pictures means without motion pictures which are uncompressed means original files are represented as bitmap or BMP files. BMP files are generally very high quality, large size of graphics or images or picture files. Generally they are stored in, generally the quality of the image or pictures are represented in pixel means picture element. So similarly other formats like digitally scanned photographs or pictures means TIFF files. We know that TIFF files, JPG files, JPEG files. Generally these are taken from JPG and JPG files are captured by using digital cameras or video cameras like that. They are also very high quality with lesser in size, and these type of formats are generally used by many other applications or animation programs like graphics, like other animations like something like Flash. In Flash we create animations with by using various animations or pictures like that to create motion type outputs. So images are generally used to store at a 1 bit per pixel black and white and 8 bit per pixel like grayscale color maps or 24 bits per pixel. Grayscale pictures have 512 into 500 pixels, takes up to 1/4 of MB, and 24-bit images takes 3/4 MB with no compression. Generally pictures are also available with different types of formats like black and white. Colors have many types like 24-bit, 36-bit, and if the number of bits are increased, while the number of bits are increased, the number of the quality of the picture or the quality of the graphic is generally increased. So high digital camera have capacity of 10 plus megapixels and 29 MB uncompressed. Compression is commonly applied. Compression means to reduce the size of the file. So whenever the size of the pixels, megapixels or pixels are increased, the quality of the picture is also high. Similarly, at the same time, the image size is also grows rapidly. So audio, other format. So what are the different types of input and output formats? Input and output formats, text formats. So all these are multimedia components or multimedia data types. Text formats, picture graphics formats. And the third one is audio format. So audio signals are continuous analog. Generally, audios and other than computer data are all called as analog signals or analog as data. Only computer related data is called as digital signals. So audio signals are generally, audio and telephone lines are generally treated as analog signals. Generally, audio signals are used to capture or to used as an input device by using some microphones and then digitalized and stored. So for storing and viewing or playing audio files, we may generally require some internal speakers or external speakers and microphones. Generally, these audio files, audio players are used to play all these things. So the original data is stored in digital format, and before going to play it, it is converted into analog signals and passed through a audio devices. Generally, CD quality audio requires 16-bit sampling and even higher audio phone rates. So all these are different types of audio file sizes required. So where there are many types of audio file formats. Audio file formats are used. There are many types of audio files or file formats are used. Generally, they are called as MP3. MP3 means media player 3. AAC. AAC is another format, and FLAC, OGG. All these are different file formats of audio files. So video. So next input format is of multimedia is input and formatting media is video files. Fourth one is input is analog video is usually captured by a video camera and then digitalized. So video cameras are used. Again, two types of cameras, analog and digital cameras. Digital cameras have high capacity and high resolutions. There are a variety of video analog and digital formats. Raw video can be regarded as being a series of single images. There are typically 25, 30 or 50 frames per second. So generally in video recording or video playing, number of frames, frame is nothing but a picture or a simple picture or a single picture or image. Number of frames are taken as a unit. So 25 frames per second, 30 frames per second, 50 frames per the number increases, automatically the quality of the video is also high. So high quality videos have high number of frames played per second. Next is a 512 size monochrome video images takes 6.25 MB for a second to store and compress. So what is the measure of 500 KB? 512 size means generally a second it takes a second to store uncompressed video which having a 512 MB 6 or 512 size or 6.25 MB. Generally stores 6.25, takes 6.25 MB. Similarly, high definition video, HDs, they are called as high definition video, and Blu-ray up to some 2 megapixels per frame. Digital video clearly needs to be compressed for most times. So what are the different compression tools or compression of data, videos, compression of audio files, and compression of some text, graphics, like that. So lossy versus lossless. Lossless means without losing the quality of the file. Lossy means by losing some quality, picture quality or video quality, audio quality. So lossless means ideal. This example zip format, unique, not good enough for data. Lossy means throw away non essential parts of the data streams, filter the data. Some for examples mp3, jpeg, mpeg. Lossy means in generally in mp3, jpeg and mpeg video formats, we may lose some clarity, some disturbances may occur, and we lost the original clarity of the file. So all these are the basic concepts of multimedia systems. Okay, we will explain another PPT in the next class.